and welcome back to Casual Antiques. So I'm going to talk about this lady, pretty lady, made of brass, and it's quite simply a bell. It's a Victorian bell. These things are really common, and they just sell for a few pounds at a time. Really underpriced, really, if you think about it. You know, bells from like the sort of late Victorian period. Although this one's slightly special because, you know, one thing with the Victorians, they took a lot of pride in what they did. So when we walk around our city centres and we see Victorian buildings, we see carvings on them, we see things that just are not functional to the building but add to the aesthetics of it and so on. It's because the Victorians had a lot of time on their hands. They didn't have Netflix, for example, and they took pride in their work, and kind of everybody had to work back then as well. There was no welfare state, so you needed a job and labour was cheap. So usually these bells, they're made in the Victorian period, sometimes a bit later. They sort of fell out of fashion after the 1930s. Quite a lot of tourist pieces were made and sold in the 50s and so on. But this little lady has got something rather more attractive than just a normal bell. If we look inside, the clanger, or the clapper, I think the real word is clanger actually, but people say clapper, is her feet. Look at that. She's got a couple of feet for clangers. And that adds to something. And that just makes it something very nice. And you know what? You could pick this up at an antique fair for between 20 and 30 pounds. It's well over 100 years old. It's probably 130, 40 years old. 20 to 30 pounds. Going to sit on your shelf or mantelpiece for the next 40 years. Hopefully handed down to a grandchild. This is an inanimate object. This could still be in the same condition in 500 years. And all it is 20 or 30 pounds. And if there's ever an example of nothing haunts us like the antique we didn't buy, 20 to 30 quid for that, happy nightmares if you don't buy this.